Hey gang, this is Vicki Kelly with the Golden Rule Trades. I want to show you the setups for today because it was a little tricky this morning, but I want you to see how the morning method handled it. So we entered when we had this breakout here. And as you can see, it came down to this level. And at this point, I want you to think about it that you can't see the rest of these candles here. All you have is this. What do you think is going to happen? Well, one of the things I do, especially because it's summer, is I will take half my contracts off here because it's been a little choppy and I want to make sure that I scale out a little more than I normally do. So half of my contracts at least come off here. So we have that. That's great. But now we're left with the question, what's going to happen from here? Remember, this is like pinball. We know it's going to start. We know where it's probably going to end. We don't know the route that it's going to take to get here. And so it bounces back up and then comes down and you're thinking, oh, great, it's going to come down and hit my profit target or at least get into the target zone. And that's what you're expecting, but you don't know for sure. And so what we found was, well, now it sets up what was going to be a buy signal, but you don't know whether it's just coming back here and then going to head down here. So it's a little confusing. What do? You don't do anything. You wait. Why? What am I waiting for? I'm either waiting for it to get into the profit zone or I'm waiting for it to stop me out. And my stop was up here because I've whited my stops for the summer. As a result, you won't know what to do until one of those two things happens. And I got stopped out on this candle right here. So then I could reassess. It looks like we are headed up and did not make it into our target zone. And so I take my time. I take a breath. I don't try to revenge trade. I don't try to make it do anything. I just say, okay, it stopped me out. What is going on now? And then I look and I have gotten a fresh buy signal right there. So I enter. The furthest out I can enter is this line right here. When it returns back to it, I enter and get these points right here. And there were potentially 16 points available in that move. So I basically got break even on the down move here because I got more than half my contracts off and then got stopped out and then gathered 16 points right there. That's what happens when you follow the framework for the morning method. Even when you're not sure what to do, you wait. You wait until something happens that triggers something else. And that is the beauty of having a framework, an edge, not just tools, but a framework to know when do I enter, when do I exit, and what happens when I don't know what to do. So make sure that you stay safe, and I'll see you at the open.